We are not asking you to give so the church can be blessed. We're asking you to give so you can be blessed.
Yes.
The church is a blessed body. He said, the glory of this little house shall be greater than the former. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, said the Lord. You are not given as a sponsor. You are given as a privileged covenant child. You are too small to sponsor the kingdom. You are too small to sponsor the kingdom. Because God's project is according to God's size. You can't measure up. You are too small to be a kingdom sponsor. No. Don't ever mistake yourself as a sponsor. Our mission has no sponsor. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, said the Lord. But we get blessed along as he carries out his project on the earth by committing ourselves to it. I knew giving was the way up, and I committed myself to it by covenant. And bless God, I'm not done. I'm up. Some fellow said, okay, I was worth $150 million. I said, that's an insult. $150 million, that's an insult. I'm worth Philippians 4:19. My God shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. 150 million too small. That can be. That can be. He said, you shall lay up gold as dust. Is that 150 million? No. And check it out. Please check it out as I close. Check it out. Now, giving does not automatically result into prosperity. You have to be spiritual for your giving to command returns. You have to be spiritual. Now, hear what he said. He said, receive, I pray thee, the law from his mouth, and lay up his words in your heart. If you return to the Almighty, you'll be built up. Then you shall put iniquity far from your tabernacle. Then shall you lay up gold as dust. Job 22 verse 21 to 26. Then shall ye lay up gold as dust. So God is not interested in your donations. It is poor people that need donations. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. God does not need no donation from you. Your giving is a spiritual transaction, not a donation. And when it's acceptable, the returns become obvious. It's so important. We need to be spiritual. Church is not a bank where anything you bring is acceptable. You must give it correctly before it's acceptable.
Yes.
There are many givers who are frustrated. Why? They are giving off spiritual frequency. They are giving off spiritual frequency.
Yes.
He said, you shall take iniquity far from you. You can't be cheating on your company and say you are giving. You can't be in drug business, destroying destinies, and say you are giving. These are all things. People need to know it. He said, it will purify us, then will our sacrifices be acceptable unto God. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1 to 5. So we need to have a spiritual root to assess our inheritance. Hear what Paul said. He said, I commend you to God and to the word of his grace, which is able to build you up and give your inheritance among them which are sanctified. So you don't have inheritance without a commitment to sanctification. Come on now. You don't have no inheritance. Acts chapter 20 and verse 32. You have no inheritance except you are committed to sanctification as a lifestyle. Striving to please God in the spirit. Walking in love. Not robbing people. Then you are up running. We need to wake up to this. Can I tell you this? God is going to prosper the end time church in a most dangerous way. I know that. I know God will prosper. We are in the golden age of the church. Hear what he said. He said, who among you saw the glory of this house in his first century? How do you see it now? Is it not as compared to nothing? But I tell you, the glory of this little house shall be greater than the former. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, said the Lord. Haggai chapter 2 verse 3 to 9. And then in Malachi chapter 3, he said, in that day when I make up my jewels, they shall be mine. So there is a day of kingdom economy. There is a day of divine economy. Malachi chapter 3 verse 17. Now, you see, we are in that day when God's treasures will be unleashed on the earth to those who are truly serving God. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between them that serve God and them that serve him not. Malachi chapter 3 verse 17 and 18. So it's time for us to clean up. I say it's time to clean up. I say it's time to clean up. It's time to clean up so that our sacrifices can be acceptable to God. It's time to clean up so that our tithes and offerings can ascend to God as a sweet smelling savour. It's time to clean up. God receives my offerings and it shows in my life. God accepts my sacrifices and it shows in my life. The truth is this, I have never had to pray for food. I've never had to pray for payment of bills. I've never had to. When it's acceptable, it's acceptable. My prayer is this, that beginning from now, your offerings, your sacrifices shall be acceptable to God. My God said, if you do what I'm asking you to do, you will lay up gold as dust, and the gold of Ophir as the stones of the brooks. He said, yea, the Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have what? Plenty of silver. Plenty. We are in the days of strange plenty. Strange plenty. We are in the days of strange plenty. By the grace of God, we're starting up our third university very shortly. Activity is about to kick up because we want to remain the light of the world. We want to be part of putting smiles on the face of people. They need it, and if he sent us to offer it, let's go ahead and do it. And it's never failed once. Some strange things will happen by your hands between now and the next year convention. Individuals here, companies here, corporations here, God is going to visit you with very strange favor. Very strange favor. Just stay committed to God. Stay committed to the demands of the kingdom. Get excited. You're running an individual race. Get excited about it. And very shortly, it will be clear those who are serving God and those who are not serving him. This is your hour. This is your hour. This is your hour. God is busy decorating the church right now. God is beautifying the church right now. And you will never be left behind. You will never be left behind. You will never be left behind. Come and give the Lord a big hand of praise.